tariffs on certain commodities will hurt farmers and in turn hurt consumer staples companies and consumers' wallets?
Yes, I think we're seeing that, and I think the fact that they're proposing essentially handouts to affected farmers is acknowledgement of that. The problem is there's not a lot of publicly traded farms, so that becomes a tougher issue because we have to then unpack what all these idiosyncratic factors mean to individual companies. I think actually that'll put a premium on good individual stock analysis over the next few quarters, because I think the effects on different companies are different. I can't tell you, for example, do the tariffs help or hurt Archer Daniels Midland? Hard for me to say because I don't know where they're sourcing all their material from. Are they exporting? Are they facilitating exports, which are getting tariffed? Are they importing stuff, which is the subject of tariffs? The bottom line, though, is, and this I think is the much larger factor, and I think people are losing sight of this in the economy. A synonym for tariff is tax. And so while the markets have been benefiting from the tax reform act that was passed at the end of last year and really taking effect this year, what you're doing now is reimposing those taxes. The other big problem is those taxes on many cases are hitting users. It's effectively an extra sales tax it's selective sales tax. And the problem is sales taxes are notoriously regressive. Higher income people, the people who benefited most from the tax reform, aren't necessarily the ones most affected by the tariffs because a smaller percentage of their income is spent. They're able to save more, whereas someone at the lower end of the income scale is forced to spend more. I wish I could tell you what the average cost of goods would go up on items sold in, let's say, a Walmart or a Target. It's hard to tell. And with the price of oil being very firm, that also doesn't help the consumer. So I worry about how this will affect the consumer, which will then affect businesses. So you're talking now into second order effects. It's really so many moving parts that it's very difficult for me to put a macro spin on it, except to say that there are so many micro spins, which when you have that many moving parts, there are trading and investment opportunities. But to put a blanket statement on it is really tough. And I'm not saying that to be evasive. If you give me an example, I can give you a counterexample, and we can both be right until the evidence presents itself.